And what we're going to do is we're going to take a very specific angle and perspective in studying this piece. We're looking at it in the context of French history, right? So we've been talking so far about what were the words I've been using? What's one?
Precise.
Precision, yeah, precise. What was another one?
Exactness.
Exactness, very good. What was another one?
Refinement.
Sorry, I can't hear you.
Refinement.
Refinement, good. So we're going to read the score and we're going to focus on those words because Debussy, although he was a part of this kind of impressionistic, simplest movement which sought to innovate and be different, he still is Frenchy French. There's almost nobody more Frenchy French than Debussy. And so we cannot cut him, we cannot disconnect him from that heritage of precision and exactness and perfection. So let's go ahead and look at what is on the page for us here. So we start with this figure here. And what are the French markings he gives us? Do you know what these mean in English? Yes. So he says léger, light. Good. Makes sense? Égal, equal. And equal should immediately kind of be a trigger word for you for exactness, evenness, precision, right? True equality, that takes control from you and I, right? To control the evenness. And then lointain, far away. So very soft, basically. Okay, so that you do this little thing, and then there are these little pops. The staccato octaves, or I gave away the articulation staccato. You pedal through, that's interesting. Have you thought about, sometimes Debussy writes a staccato dot and you pedal straight through it. But sometimes he writes a staccato dot and he wants it sec, drop. So we have to kind of take a stance, and I'm not going to say that your version is wrong. In fact, many famous pianists do what you're doing. But you're at an advanced level, so we're going to use this masterclass just to provide options. What would it sound like? Try. Can you try? It's hard, right? Some famous pianists, if I could sit down, some famous pianists even do this dry. And those are usually the Frenchy French ones, I think because they're getting at this idea of léger, égal. I'll show you a little trick. I play this piece too. Christina just heard me play this piece a few months ago. I've been playing it this season. So, this is top secret viewing for all of you. There's no knowing that the sostenuto pedal, the middle pedal, is going to work on this piano. But as you know, the sostenuto pedal allows us to have some notes depressed with pedal, but the other one should be dry, right? So that's what the middle pedal does. We want, perhaps this to be pedal, but we want maybe this to be dry. So before I begin the piece, I just silently depress. You don't want to communicate this far and wide to your audience, so you just kind of do it quietly. Middle pedal goes down. So now captured in the middle pedal are those 6 tones. And there they are. This should allow me to go pop over this fuzzy sound. So it makes it feel way safer. Because you probably felt totally exposed without pedal. So let's see how it goes. What's my fingering here? Well, I think I do almost what you do. I do 3, 2, 1, and I do 4, 3, 2, but whatever. Still dangerous, but we'll talk about why. First, I want you to just try and see what you think about that. So capture the 6 notes silently, and then middle pedal goes down with your right foot, and you can use soft pedal in addition, in conjunction. Now let's see what it sounds like. Good. Even that, and even that. Yes, because those all have staccato dots. Okay, go ahead and pause there. Before we do preliminary reactions, yay or nay, the piece is called Fireworks. I think Debussy is a very imaginative composer. How does this sound like fireworks? Do you have an interpretation?
I like the beginning of the fireworks, just
Soft, but what?
it's like it's a nice little small fireworks building up into
A climax. Yeah, good. Okay, so if we were, show of hands, how many people saw some fireworks around 4th of July? Yeah, so this is very recent, right? So who here has set off fireworks themselves? Okay, so just make sure you watch your hands, watch your eyes. So when you light up a firework, you use like a match or lighter, and what happens? You go to the wick, right? And once the fire hits the wick, what sound does it make? And then, when it finally explodes, it makes what sound? You know, whatever. You know, some really loud popping noise. Maybe this is like the excitement of the wick on fire, and then we have, and when it's the night sky, do you see the firework going up? Usually not really, you just see the explosion at the top. So we have this like little haze, fog, maybe this is the smoke. Maybe it's a smoke that you can't see in the night sky, but you know it's there, right? There's an explosion, of course it's gonna be smoke. Some haze, and then just brilliance, luminous. Go ahead and try, one more time. answer, but this is an option. I like this because it is very evocative for me of those fireworks going up where you can't see it and then just burst. But you could also argue that the firework goes off but doesn't immediately disappear to black, it fades away. So maybe the pedal choice, it's up to you. Now, that is in the category of total option up to you and your teacher you can discuss. I do have a suggestion for you that is in the category of, I would really like you to change this. Can I show you that? Okay, yeah, I guess so. Many people play like you. I strongly believe they should be played a certain way. Can I demonstrate? So, as you heard from Braden's performance, we reach a climax. So this travels up and it ends in this very exciting black key glissando, right? The notation is such that this black key glissando occurs over how many beats? 4. Good. 4 8-note beats, which is equal to 1 measure. And then on the next downbeat, we have that. Okay. So the reason why I said I think we have to change this, because number one, you're getting faster, which I think is a choice of yours, right? It's not music to get faster. So I would be, because we're in this French tradition of exact precision, to get faster and to go off of your emotions, in his time would have been seen as very Germanic or very Russian. The Germans are so in touch with their feelings. We French refined, statuesque is kind of the stereotype. So you can think about something more even. And then we're going to count to 4 and time the speed of this so that it ends without a downbeat, and we'll come up with something like this. I think it is 100 times more refined solution. You like the sound of it? It sounds kind of cool to not go as fast as possible. I take my thumb like this. You can do whatever you want, but I just don't glide too fast. 8, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then when we do that, that rhythm is weird because the audience actually has to type. You want to try it? It seems a little loud for me just because the string is super long, so it's going to blow away. Think about it this way. I played this, but you didn't hear it because it was covered by this sound. So we have to play this with sound that's not going to cover that detail. Try once more. You did a great job on the glissando. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and bop. Yeah, it's so fun to play that way too, and it's in this very way that demonstrates you understand French culture. Good? Okay. I do this dry personally. It has the staccato dots on every note. We have to ask ourselves, it took the publishers a lot of ink to publish all those dots. It's almost as if Debussy wanted it real badly. So maybe slightly more. Have you ever set off the firework at home that you light the wick and it stays on the ground, but it just kind of goes crazy and like sputters all over the place? I think that's this firework. It doesn't soar up into the air, but it's moving like crazy on the ground. Can you try it dry? Okay, now we can actually hear also that the pedal was maybe covering up a little bit of technical insecurity too. Just like with La Campanella, we highlighted, it's a difficult piece, and we dared to play it without pedal. And when we really practice, and it sounds good without pedal, it highlights even more the precision and exactness. So I think that would be a good thing for you to do here too. Vita Kaplinski is a professor at the Juilliard School, and she gave a great image. There was a young woman on stage, and she says to the young woman, there was a similar thing where there was all this detail worked out, but there was covering the pedal. She said, imagine that you are going to go to a dance, and this young woman, you really want this beautiful dress. It has all these beautiful embellishments, crystals, whatever, like embroidery. It's just a beautiful garment, and you save up a lot of money, and you finally are able to purchase it. The time comes, you do your hair, you do your makeup, you put on the dress, and you're so proud to wear it. Do you go walk into the dance with your huge winter parka on covering it? Or you want to show? You want to show it, right? Of course. So putting the pedal over something really refined is a way of covering up our craftsmanship. And when we remove the pedal, we can kind of show off, almost like show off. Try it one more time. Let's do a little under tempo. So about that speed. Good. Good. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, good. Okay, so I would encourage you. Super. What do you think I'm going to say? Yeah, maybe. And then what's the articulation? Do you pedal there? When you played first, you went. Yeah, and it's really hard. Can I demonstrate again? This is the passage we're referring to here. So easier to cover up is. Right? Unfortunately for us, Debussy writes a pesky staccato down there. So this is normal, but this is dry. So that it's hard to do. But if we can show it, the audience is going to be blown away by our exactness, our precision, our clarity. And then hard. The first one, this is hard. So we got staccato dots, but then a tenuto, hold this. These are all staccato. Ooh, we got one way is sticking there. So it is possible to do it without pedal. Let's see. You have to be daring. It's harder. You can show off better. Be brave. It's okay. That's the right idea. And you can even use pedal here. It's just like that, but to do a quick change. So something like that. Yes. So is it the end of the world if you play the other way? No, many pianists do. Is this more refined? You betcha. Good. So we're going to go ahead and wrap the class up there. What I wanted to share with you with Debussy, as a revolutionary and kind of innovative composer, people tend to overemphasize the haziness, indistinctness, and cloudiness of Debussy. He's actually in this tradition of French exactness. So hopefully, even though if you didn't play today, you learned a little bit about French repertoire, those words I kept saying, precision, refinement, and let it influence everything you play by French composer. Thank you so much for listening.